Hi everyone, welcome to Data Analytics blog, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you step by step on how to create this restaurant sales dashboard. So if you are a beginner, if you are in advanced level, or you don't even know anything about Power BI, this video is also for you. You can use this video to start your journey in Power BI because it covers every aspect of of the 7 pillars of Power BI. So I'm going to explain this dashboard, give a brief explanation, and I'm going to tell you what you will learn. First, what you are going to learn at the end of this dashboard is how to create, how to use, what's it called, how to use DAX to create a table, how to create a top end table in Power BI, how to create top pen, then how to create a measure for top pen sale, how to use a dynamic title and also a dynamic slicer in Power BI. Also, you also learn how to format your chart using conditional formatting, and then how to insert an image into Power BI. So this dashboard is about restaurant, the sales of a particular restaurant, which is Shops and Ups restaurant. So it's about the sale of a particular restaurant. So the first part, the left part of this dashboard, is telling us about the different food type, that category that we have: the vegetarian, the vegetable, which is also the vegetable part. From the vegetable part, we can see the total quantity, order, and also amount. The non-vegetable, the other, and also others, what's it called, other food item. And then the total or other, total quantity, total amount, and total rating. So this is total sales by city, and this is also total sales value by cuisine. And then we did my monthly and yearly sales by sales value. So this particular slicer can give us the, if you click on this particular slicer, it will give us the information for the amount only. If you click on quantity, it will give you information for quantity also. So if I click on anything that I want to see, it will give me information for those things. So that is all about this slicer. And this particular slicer is just for me to show the top 10, top 100, top 20, top 5, and also top 50. So if I click on this, it will give me the top 10 city. You can see now that is reflecting on this particular chart. If I click on this, it will give me top 100 city. So if I click on anything, it will actually reflect. So if I click on this total sales now, it will give me the sales of everything, the sales value, total sales value of everything. So this is the top 60, top 50 city by say. So this, what's it called, this particular slicer actually work in a dynamic way, that it interacts with just this chart, this bar chart. And you can see this bar chart, there is a conditional formatting on it, that is the highest sales and the minimum sales. So you can see that I apply conditional formatting on this chart to show the purple show the highest sales and the rest for the minimum sales. So now we can start our analysis. So the first thing, again, now let me show you that my background, I actually did the background on PowerPoint. So it's a simple way. So I'm going to show us that at the end of this, or at the end of this analysis. So let's start our analysis first. So the first thing is to insert our, to import our data. So I'm going to be clicking on this, and then I'm going to bring all the data. I'm going to bring all the data here. So now let me try and check that. So I'm going to be bringing all the data here. So the first one is food. So connecting. So now I'm going to click this. Then go to transform it. I'm going to put it in transform data. So that from there I can select new sources to bring order. So now to bring order table, I'll click on new source, then click on Excel since it is Excel type. So the next one is menu. So now click on menu to then click OK, and it will bring it to the Power Query editor. Then click on new source again and then bring it to okay. So the next one now is order. So I got this data from online, from someone that I love to share. I love to also watch their videos, give me ideas. So I saw this particular. So let me give credit to that, the BI developer. So I saw this particular tutorial on his page, and I thought of doing it on in my home. Learn things from the page and then use it to build a new dashboard on my own, and to also be able to share it uh, with my subscriber. So I actually got the data from his page. I'm going to put the link here so that you can get the data directly from his page. So kudos to him, BI developer. So click this. So I'm going to click on restaurants also. Then the last one, I will click on users. So now we start our transformation in Power Query editor. So we check the data. So click this and click OK. So for Power Query editor, that is where we clean the data. You transform your data in order for you to be able to use it to, or for your data to be in the right format for your visualization. Because if your data is not in right format, your visualization will be error. So it's always advisable for us to clean our data, check the data type. So let me check the data type for each and do the necessary transformation. So we are good to go from here. So for this particular one, so we need to use the first row as header. So come right to this place and click as use first row as header. So now the next thing that I need to do is to select the menu ID and then click I want to match the menu ID. I want to match the restaurant ID here with the restaurant ID in the restaurants table. So I will click on menu, then click on merge query. Then I will click on restaurants. Then I'm going to be clicking on okay. Let's see. No, so I'm clicking on the what's it called, food. So I'm going to be merging food with that. So I'm clicking this, merging it with this food ID. So now I will merge that. So merge that. Then I'm going to expand the table. Then I will unselect and select only this vegetable or not vegetable. So after that, okay, still loading. Okay, the data is much. So now the next thing to do is to rename this. I'll just click on this vegetable or not veg. So now I will click on this particular, right click on it and replace value. Click on replace value because I know that will be null there, so I'm going to replace null. Very, it's case sensitive, so replace null with others. So I'm going to click OK. Okay, this is slow. I don't know. So now we have this now. So we have this. So now the next thing now that I need to do is to select other table, and I want to merge other table with the restaurant ID with the restaurant ID in other table. So I'll click on other, click on merge query, then click on restaurant here. So now the next thing that I will do is to click on ID, and then I will click on this ID here. So I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to expand the table, and then on select all, and I will select only the city. So again, also I'm going to rename it, and I will replace the null value. So now I'm going to replace null, that will be null there. I'm going to replace null with other by using replace value option, the same way we did the other one. So now others. So we do that. Then also I will rename the column as city. So this thing is taking much time. So now I'm going to rename the city, and just click on it, rename it as city. So now we have that. So now the next thing that I will do is to select the this sales quantity column and the sales amount column, and then I will right click, make sure you are selecting the two together, right click it, then on pivot only selected column, on pivot only selected column. So let me check if this is still recorded. So on pivot only selected column. So now the next thing that we'll do is to rename this column as sales type. Then right click and replace sales quantity as quantity and amount as amount. So I'm going to replace sales quantity as quantity. Then I will replace sales amount as amount. So I'm going to replace sales amount with amount. So sales amount with amount. So now we are done with all the necessary cleaning in Power Query Editor. So the next thing that we need to do now is to close and apply to load the data into Power Query. So we are loading the data into Power Query, Power BI report view. So the data is loading. So the data has been loaded. So now the next thing that we need to do is to create relationship between our table. So we need to create relationship between our table, all our tables. So we need to create relationship. So now I'll go to model view to do that. So now I'm going to bring, okay, it has already detected this relationship here. So I'm going to use this. Okay, let me expand this. So I'm going to create relationship between this. Also, that I'm going to be using city as a city, then city. So I'll create relationship between them. So here I'm going to bring this here just to create, then I'll use this to create this relationship. Bring this here. So okay, right. So again, I'm going to create relationship between this. Let's check if there is relationship between the ID. Okay, there's no relationship. Let's check if we can, or we should just leave it like that. Food ID, another ID, food ID, another ID. Okay, let's just leave it. So now we are good to go. So now go back to report. I'm going to model view. Then I need to extract the year, month and month number from the order date. So now click on order. So I'll click new column, new column. So now my column name will be year equals to format order table, that's order date. Then I'm going to close this bracket, okay, comma. Then the format that I want my year, so then click enter. So now I'll copy this again, then click on new column, click on new column, and then I'm going to paste it. I'll call this month, then I'm going to call this change here to m m m m. Okay, so I want it to be the short format. Okay, let's make it 4, then click enter. So I'm extracting the year, the month from this order date. That's simply what it means. So now I'm going to click new column again for the month number, to give me the month number. So I'm going to be clicking month number equals to month. So there is a formula that will return the month number, order date. So close and enter. So it will return the month number. You can see now. So now we are done with that. So now the next thing that I need to do now is to create a new table. So I need to create a new table for the rank. If you check this particular what's it called, this particular slicer, so that I use a table for it. So this is the table's name. So if I come to this place now and click on this table name, so you click on it, so you can see now that I created a table for the, this how it's sorted, the type of the table, that's the, so I have the total sale, that when I click on it, it will give me the total sales of that particular of everything, total sales value. Then have top 5, top 10, top 20, top 50, then top 100 and their number. So now this is what it simply mean, that the table value, this is the table name, sort, integer, then and also name and integer, and then the string. So now this is simply what it means. So I'm going to copy this now. So I'll copy this. So just look at it very well. I'll copy this, then I will take it to my new, I will just create new, okay, go to this table view, data view, click home, then I will create new table. So now I'll just put it here. So if I click enter now, you will see that it will create my top rank table for me. So this is the rank table, so you can check it. So it's simply the rank table, the table type, and now it's been sorted. So I use the data table to actually create that. So there is a value, what's it called, there is a, oh, there is a function in Power BI which is called data value table, to actually use to create a rank table. So now I'm going to go back to the, to check. You can see now that I have my rank table already. So now I'm going to create a table to put all my measure there. So I'm going to click on transform, click on transform. Oh, not transform, sorry, I'll click on enter data, click on enter data. So and then I'm going to write all measured, all measured. So then click load. Click load. And then we can start creating all our measures. So that the first measures that I would like to create is the rating. So I'll just click on this, then create new measured, and then the name will be rating be equals to count. I'm going to be using count function to count the rate. So rating in the restaurant table. So now click enter. So I have that already. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is to click on new measured again, and then I'll create total order. So total order, or you can just write order equals to count. I'm going to be counting order, so I'm going to be using count function for, I will count all the dates. So this will give me the exact number of the order. So if I give the count, if I use count this thing, it will give me unique and it will not give us the exact number. So I'm using count for that. So now the next one that I need to create is sales value. So again, I'm going to create new measured for that, clicking new measured, and then I will create sales value, which is the sum of the order value. Sales value equals to sum of order value. So again, close the bracket. So now the next one that I need to do is this top end sale. So this top end sale actually, so let me go back to the main dashboard here to explain, because I'll just copy and paste. So this top end sale, so top end sale is actually going to give me the what's it called, the rank value. So it's going to give us the value for the top 10, so that by the time that we select the top 20, it will actually give us the exact value for each of them. So we created I created this for that, or measured for that, by calling out variable. So I'm going to copy this, so you can just check this and then do the same thing. You'll be able to do it in Power BI. So it's easy. So I'm going to be putting it here. So I'm creating new measure. So now, and then I'm going to paste my formula here. So now I'm having some error. I have sales value. Okay, let me just input it. Sales value. Okay. Then here sales value. So here too, sales value to just check, then click enter. So the last one that I'm going to be creating will be the title. So I created for my what's it called, for my chart to be dynamic, so I created a measure for the title also. So you will understand it by the time I'm creating this what's it called, this the chart. So you will understand the reason why we are creating all this. So I'll just copy this and then paste it here, then click on new measured. So I'm just going to paste it here, then click enter. So now we've created all our measured. So now the next thing that I'm going to be doing is to bring our background. So I'm going to bring the background, the one that I created on what's it called, in PowerPoint. So I'm going to bring it here, then click open, reduce the transparency, then let it fit. So now I have my background there now. So the first thing that I will do is to, now the next thing, now insert all the image. So now I'm going to go to insert, then click on image. So I'm going to insert the first image, which is the vegetable. I have that here. Okay, okay. I think this is it. Let me check. No. Okay, this is it. Let's check. Let's be sure. Okay, this is it. So I'm going to bring it here. So I will just try to resize everything. That's what I will do. So again, I'm going to insert the null vegetable. I think null veg is this. So then I will insert other. Other should be this. So now I have this now here. I have this. So I made a mistake here. Should have been vegetable. So okay, so I have it here. So now I have all my details here now. So the next thing now is to start creating card for each of them. First, I would like to create the card. So okay, I mistakenly click on. Okay, let me create. I want to create this slicer. Then slicer for order sales type. So this particular slicer here. So now I need to, okay, let me just, okay. So now we are good to go. Remove the background. Then I'll bring it to the front. Call out value here. Okay, so I'm going to the button to remove the border. Okay, let me add the border. Then I'm going to change the shape to rounded. Then go back to the button, change this to, I think I use this. So now the callout value, I'm going to change it to white. Then bring it here. So let's check what to use. Okay, okay. So here, change this to this and reduce the transparency. Then I think I had accent bar. Okay, let me change the color value again. Okay, so I added asset bar to it, so to the top, and then this top, not bottom. So okay, so I think we are good to go with that. So now there's a reason why I first created that, and you will see it now. So now let's start creating our card. So now the first card I would like to create, so I would like to create all of this. So I would like to create all of this. So I group them together, you can see. So let me check. So total order, then I did some filter here. You can see the filter that I did there. Sales type and total order. That's my what's it called? Did I created total order? Okay, yes, I created total order. So now I'm going to put order here. Then okay, so this does not have effect here. So now the next thing now that I will do here is to just format this, so that I'm going to be using the same format for every card. So I think I use 20 here. Come to this place, let's remove the background. Then here, card, did I remove it? Remove the fill, then leave the border. Okay, so I think I use this for the border. Let's check this. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is the layout, no, the shape. I use the rounded, then I think the snapshot, the rounded corner, I reduce it. So I reduce this, then I put this here. Let's check to be sure. Good. Okay, I think I know what I use now. So for this, I use this. I just want to check it. Okay, so now we are good to go with this call out value. So let's focus on it. Total unit. No. So what did I do? I'm coming here to change this. Insert a comma there. Then I use this particular this is what I use. Then okay, so now our labeling, I use this. So now I'm going to copy this and paste 4 times. Copy, paste, paste. So let's check. So now I'm going to be okay. Before we group them, so now the next one, let's check what's the next one here. So the next one is the quantity. So this I did order here. Oh, sorry. Sorry. So now I'm going to be clicking this, then I will introduce a filter. So now I'm going to be putting a sales type here to click on order. Hold on. Okay, okay. Sales hold on. Let's check together. So what we are going to create first. So let me remove this. I'm going to be removing them. So now here I'm going to be adding sales value here, not order. So I want to create sales value first. Okay, so in this sales value, so I'm going to be select, under the sales value we are having amount and also quantity. So I'm going to be selecting amount here, and then my basic filtering, I'm supposed to be having amount and this thing here. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Now I get. Okay, hold on. Let's check this together. So I get it. So what I was doing is because the reason why I was doing that is because I was filtering for one of this. So now I need to unfilter. So now the next thing, just click on this. Then I need to create my, let's say, quantity first. Quantity. So this is the total amount of quantity. Then I'm going to click this, then bring it here, and I will create this again. So yeah, I'll bring it down here, and then I'm going to, this is the amount. So all I need to do here is to change this place to quantity. Then I'm going to change this to amount, or you can change it to sales amount or total amount or total quantity. So now the next thing that I will do again is to bring this here, and then here I'm going to be changing this to order. Order. This is the order. So I'll change it to order. That's total order. So if I even bring this here, let's say I bring this here, and then I change this to order. So it's giving me like I have 100 and this thing order. Is that correct? So let's check. You can actually check in Excel for that. So let me open the stuff. If I count this now in Excel, so the count is 150. So I already know what is the issue now. So our actual value is actually correct. What we did here is correct. So all I need to do now, because I'm counting quantity only, so let me just go back, go back, then also go back, so that I will have my other value. So now you're only counting the, so I'm only counting one of these because that is the actual correct answer. So now the next one, which is the, what's it called, the rank table. So I can just bring this here, then remove the, I will just click on the rank table, sorry, the rating, total rating, total rating. So come back here, remove order, and leave total rating. So that's the total rating for everything. So now I want to do something that if I click on this, it will not have effect. I don't want this slicer to interact with this. So all I need to do again is to click this. Okay, before then, let's create this, then we will now do it together. So now here I want to create the total quantity, order, and amount for each of these. So now the first one, which is the vegetable, so let me just click this, so click this. So now I'm going to format this, format this, then the labeling also, I'll format it. Okay, so the card, I'm going to remove the, so again you can format. Okay, I want to increase the colored value a little bit, the value. So now for this place, I'm changing this to 1000. Okay, so now the first thing that I'm going to do now, come back here, and then I'm going to change this to, I'll change this to, what's it called, go to, that's restaurants or menu. Okay, menu, come right here, then can't. Oh, no, 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 that's a mistake. So I'm still going to leave it as quantity. It's still quantity. So now I'm going to filter now. Then I will filter this by type. Then I will click on vegetable. So I will click this. I'm going to click this. Then this is going to be amount. I'm changing this to amount. Then I'm going to bring this here to this filter. Then I will filter as vegetable. So what we are doing is, we are, what's it called, I'm actually filtering for vegetable information, the quantity for vegetable, the amount for vegetable. So I'm going to change this to amount. Then I will go to my formatting, then change the value to million, because this is actually a million. So now I'll copy this again, then I'll change it to, I'm going to change it to order. Let's check total order. This will not be amount, this will be order. So it's still vegetable, so I'll go back to change it to 1000. So vegetable order, so I change it to 1000. So now I can add the rating also. Let me add rating even though I didn't add it. So now I'll come back here, add rating, then come right to this place. Okay, rating. Oh, sorry. Okay, is rating the same thing? Let me check. Should I even add it, or there is no need? Rating, let me check. I think we don't need to add it. We don't need to add rating. So okay, we can actually add it. Let's check. Let me check the rating here. Then let's bring this here. Oh, sorry. Sorry for today's video, is kind of slow. So now let's check. I think there was an issue with that. So why is this giving me this? Okay, so the rating is still 12K too. So it's actually correct. It's correct. So I thought I was making a mistake. So We can add rating here. Rating. So now we have this now. So I'm going to be highlighting everything here. Copy, then paste. I'll bring it here. Copy again. Oh no. I will highlight all these two. I'm going to copy and paste here. So now here now, you know what we did is for vegetable. So here I will just change, I'll be changing it to no veg. So come here to change it to no veg, then come here, change it to no veg, then come here, change it to no veg. Okay, it seems we are having the same rating for everything. Let's check. Let me use the last one to check to see if it is actually correct. So here I'm going to come right here, change it to others. That's others quantity. This will be others amount. This will be others. Then this rating, this will tell me if they have the same rating. Okay. So it's not the same rating. So we are good to go. So now we have all our card ratio here. So now the next thing that I need to do is, like I said, I don't want this to interact with this slicer. So all I need to do is highlight everything by clicking your control key. Make sure you press it down. Then, okay, no, you don't need to highlight. So just come right here, click this slicer, then go to format, then edit interaction. Now click on this no. It means it will not interact. If I click the slicer, it's not going to interact with this card visuals. So that's what it means. So I'm done with that. So now if I click now, it won't interact with this. No. So we are good to go. We've achieved that. So now the next thing now is to actually align all these cards. So now I'm going to highlight them, then I will highlight the middle, also align, distribute horizontally and vertically. So now I've done that, so I'm going to group this. So these two, do the same thing here, highlight it, also distribute to the middle. So now distribute horizontally and vertically. Then I will group them, group. Then I'm going to group these together. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I already made a mistake. Undo. So don't let me group this together with this. Okay, so like I said, I like this, all of this. Go to format, then distribute to the middle, then horizontally and vertically, then group. Now click on this image and group them again, group. So we are done with the first one. So we can actually just align them. So now this second one, okay, let me align them first. So alignment makes our chart to be very neat and our dashboard to be neat. So that is the purpose of all these alignments there. I'm going to group this also. So now the next thing that I'm going to do also is to come right there, do the same thing. Okay. Then group them, pick the image and group it together with the image. So now we are good to go with this. So we are done with this. So now the next one now is to create our chart. So I need us to create our chart, to start creating our chart. So to start creating this, yes, those are our chart. So let me try and expand it. So now, so I want to create this chart now, this first chart. I want to create this. So I'll come right there. Let me click on top there. Okay. So now I'm going to use a bar chart for that. So I'll click on bar chart, bring it here. Then see, so I'm going to put city and my top end sales there. So that's what I'm going to be using. City, first top end sale, then city. So I have this now. Now I need to create a slicer for, so I will just copy this, then paste. I'll paste this, then I'll change it to top. Okay, sorry, I'm going to change it to the rank table. I'm going to be using type. You can see now I have my type. So here, come to this place, the layout, I'm going to increase this to about 6 to show all the rank, to show all the rank. So I have it here, all the rank. So if I click on this now, you can see now that it does not have effect there. So all I need to do is to format this. Click there, then come to this place and then use this image. Sorry. So I'm going to be clicking the chart, the bar chart. Then the first thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be choosing a gradient color for our chart. The lowest value, I think I use this. So this, I use this for that. So you can see that, remove the legend. I don't need the legend. So now the next thing, add the data label to it. So data label, then the data value, I need to format it. So just format it to whatever you want. Again, the x-axis, I'm going to be removing everything on the x-axis. Then the y-axis, I'm going to be formatting that. Then change it. You can just do your own custom format. So now I have this. Now the next thing now is to use the dynamic not connecting. So I know what to do about that. So let me check what I did. So don't let me assume. So let's check. I almost forgot what I did there. Okay. So now I'm going to be coming to this title. Okay, let me remove effects here first. So I'm going to be changing this title. I'll change this as effects, then all mail. Okay, title. Let me just write title. I will use that title that I created. Title. Then click OK. Let's check. Good. So our title now is working. So now it's working. You can see now that it's working. So let me do that again. So what I did is to connect the title. Click on the slicer. Oh, sorry, not the slicer. Click on the chart, then go to the general, the title. So just click on this effects, that's conditional formatting. So I'm going to be able to connect the slicer with the title, with the chart. So I need to connect it with the title. So the title, the mails that we created. So I will just click on the, then look for the title, just type title, then to bring it here. So now we can format our table, our table name or title name. You can format it. I think, what color did I use? Let's check. I use this color. So now you can see now, if I click on the, you see, if I click on it, you see top 50 city, then top 5 city, top 20 city, you can see top 100 city, then total sales by city. So that's all of it. So this is for, if I click on the amount now, it will give me the total information for amount. If I click on value, if I click on this now, let's check this value. If I click on this value, you will see that it give us information for quantity. So now let me try and change the quantity or data label. So let's change it to the value, let's change it to 1000 for it to show 1000. So now if I change this to amount, it will give me the amount. If I change this to the, so now that's all about this. So now we can actually check. If you check this now, you can see now that it's working together with this. You can see this working together. So now the next one I will do is to just copy this, then do my or that's causing sales by sales value. Where is it? Let's check order. I don't think it's in order. It's not this. Okay, I think it's in restaurants. Okay, by sales value. See sales value. Mhm. Or let's just create a new one for that, so that we will not be having the effect on it. So if I bring it here, if I bring this here, then I'm going to be putting cosine. Then the sales value, let's check. Did I use sales value? Let me check what I use. Yes, I use sales value. So sales value. So why are we having this? So let me just use this format on this. Data label, I'm going to be changing it to, I'll change this to million. Something is wrong with this. Something is wrong. So I need to check. So it was actually by rating that I did. It was by rating that I did. So let me start all over again. I was now stressing myself. So I did the correct thing. So bring this here. I did it by rating. Then this under restaurants, then rating. So I can use this format on it too. So I use this format. So now we are good to go with this. So the last one that we do is the line chart, which is the yearly and the monthly value by sales value. So now I'm going to add, what's it called, order date, for me to have the monthly and yearly together, then sales value. So now I can actually drill down to this, then I can drill down to just, okay, so there is something that I want to do to show just the month and the year. So now I will just format this. I'll format this. First remove the title and then this, then the line chart, I want it in smooth, then I'm going to use this. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is to remove the grid line. No, I don't think we have secondary value. So let me just remove that. We don't have. So for the y-axis, I will remove the title. For the x-axis too, I'm going to remove the title. Okay, already. So let me change this to black, then change this to my front, my favorite front. Then also for the y-axis, sorry, for the x-axis, I'm going to do the same thing. So I have that already. Now we are done with all our vision, and I hope that you have learned new thing from this particular chart. You've learned new thing. You've learned how to use that to create what's it called, to create title, to create your pencils, and to also create a rank table, and also to use your insert what's it called, image. I believe you've learned new thing here. So now, I said I'm going to be showing us how to create this particular what's it called, this particular um background that I used there. So all I need to do now, so I'm going to be clicking on new slide to quickly do that. So click on new slide, click on new slide. Then I'm going to insert my background because I downloaded a background. So you can download any background. So I think it's this. Yes, I downloaded this particular white gradient background. You can check that online. So I bring it here. Then uh, my PowerPoint suggested a design idea for me, so I click the first one, which is what I want. So now the next thing I did is to actually create a shape, a rectangular shape. So I created a rectangular shape, then I formatted the shape, no outline, then change the fill to white. Then again I inserted a text box for that to write my text. So I will just copy this on this. So this is the text box. So now I'm going to be grouping this, then I'm going to be copying this and paste this 3 times. Okay, I think that's good, that's enough. So also I'll just name this as other, then name it as non-vegetable. So suggested this for me. So now the next thing that I will do is to actually bring a new for my, what's it called, then copy this, paste it here. So I don't need this here. You can see now that it's just a simple background. So again, you can copy this. I'll just go to this place, since you already get the idea, copy this and bring it here. Copy this and bring it here. So for the title of my dashboard, so this particular background, okay, so this is just a shape that I inserted. So I inserted a shape for that, this particular shape. this particular shape, I inserted it. Then make sure that, okay, so no line. Then I change the color to this. You can check the color code. So let me help you. This is the color code. So now I bring this here. Then copy this also, bring it here. So now we are good to go with this. So now for this particular background, I actually downloaded it again. But am going to, I'll go to insert, then picture on my desktop, on my so this particular background, this is what I use. So I just Google gradient background, then I resize it to what I want. Then I inserted a text box. This text box, I just wrote, okay, shop and hops restaurant. Shop and hops restaurant. So now I light it. I light this. Then I use this particular, again I use this front, bring it here. You can increase it to, just increase it. So now this is how I created my background. So you can just highlight everything, then right click and save as picture. So by the time you want to do this, you want to use it for your, save it to what you will be able to remember. So you come here to just, you already see how I was able to, or to use it to import it into this place. So, and I believe you've learned new thing here. Thank you for staying to the end, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I actually need your subscription. Please share, give me your feedback in this, give me your feedback in the comment section, like, share, and please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button to receive updates on all the tutorials that I share every week. Thank you. Bye.